Hello, very good morning and welcome to other newspaper highlights. Today is Saturday, 25th of March 2017. This is Edward with the highlights of today's English newspapers. As usual, we have three leading daily newspapers for the highlights: Daily Mirror, Daily News and Ceylon Today. Firstly, let's take the Daily Mirror for the highlights. The main headline of the Daily Mirror says, Rathupa's Vela tragedy. 3 soldiers remanded till April 3. The investigation have been resumed under the unity government 3 years after the incident. The arrested soldiers were asked to report to the CID to record a statement last morning and were subsequently arrested. Police said they were produced in court and remanded till April 3 by acting Gambaha magistrate Wasantha Gunasegara. The residents had staged a protest asking for safe drinking water when the army, which had been called to defuse the situation, had fired at the protesters, killing 3 people and injuring 30. LG and PC polls. Election Commission to meet political parties on March 29. The Elections Commission has summoned a special meeting with the secretaries and representatives of political parties on March 29 to discuss the pending elections to local government bodies and the provincial councils, officials said yesterday. Citum dilemma. MBBS students urge fair solution. We were all eligible to pursue our undergraduate training in medicine at prestigious foreign universities. Citum MBBS students said they were mentored by Sri Lanka's respected and experienced professors and lecturers. Medical students attached to the South Asian Institute of Technology and Medicine urged the relevant authorities to provide a fair and expeditious solution to their issue. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. Central Bank Governor says Hambantota deal will stimulate economy. Major plus for country's reserves. Good news if deal is finalized by this year. The Central Bank has stated that the Hambantota port deal was important to cushion and absorb possible shocks to our ailing economy. Hambantota is a major plus for our reserves. If it does not go through, the people will have to bear difficult burdens in the second quarter of this year, Central Bank Governor Dr. Indrajit Kumaraswamy said. President signs special gazette notification declaring 4 forests near Vilpattu North Sanctuary as conservation forests. All forests located near the Vilpattu North Sanctuary belonging to the Department of Forest Conservation will be declared as one reserve. Finally, let's move to Ceylon Today. The main headline of the Ceylon Today highlights, government seeks another 371 million rupees. More luxury cars for ministers. A supplementary estimate was submitted by the government in Parliament yesterday seeking the approval of the House for 371 million rupees to purchase 9 vehicles for several ministers and deputy ministers. Chief Government Whip and Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Mass Media Gayantha Karunatilaka presented the supplementary estimate to the House. Russia to set up a helicopter maintenance center in Sri Lanka. Mikhail Petkov, Deputy Chief of Russia's Federal Service for Military Technical Cooperation, told Sputnik on Friday at the Lima 2017 military show in Malaysia that his country has offered to set up a helicopter maintenance center in Sri Lanka, especially for Russian-made copters. Government must honor UN resolution, says TNA. The Tamil National Alliance welcoming the adoption of the UNHRC consensus resolution on Sri Lanka Thursday without a vote, promoting reconciliation, accountability and human rights in Sri Lanka and reaffirming the government's commitment to fully implement Resolution 30/1 of 2015, urged the government to honor the resolution and implement the same in the letter and spirit. The TNA said that as the elected representatives of the Tamil-speaking people, they will closely engage and monitor the implementation of the UN recommendations and other proposed processes related to the reconciliation and transitional justice in Sri Lanka. With that, let's come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to other newspaper highlights.